Choosing the right business coach for you can be an absolute minefield. So in this video, I'm going to give you 11 of my tips on finding the right business coach to help you take your business to the next level. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Maximize Profit. We're all about helping you take your business to the next level and building the business that you imagine. So if you imagined a business that was easy to run, made more money, and gave you more time to do the things that you love, this video is definitely for you because I'm going to give you 11 tips on finding the right business coach to help you do just that. Tip number one is to ask your friends, family, or colleagues if they know anybody that is already trusted. So for example, you might be in a networking group, you might have friends or family that own a business. Ask them if they know any business coaches, because it's better to get a referral to a trusted source than to start from scratch. And it's one of the quickest and easiest ways for you to shortcut your search for the right business coach. Tip number two is to do an online search. A business coach that is well established will have a decent online presence, and by putting their name in or doing a bit of an online search for a business coach will turn up lots and lots of search results. It gives you the opportunity to have a bit of a look through and see what it is that they are sort of renowned for, have a look at their reviews, get a bit of a feel for their values and their style before you reach out and you make contact. So using Google to be able to do a bit of a search is a great way to start your search for the right business coach. Now, my third tip is to make sure that before you choose a business coach, you meet with them one-on-one. Now, that doesn't matter whether it's in person or if it's over something like Zoom or Skype. So long as you have a one-on-one meeting, they should take some time to understand your needs, what it is you're looking for, and you can ask questions of that business coach as well to make sure that they're a good fit for you. If they don't offer you a one-on-one meeting beforehand, then I would steer clear of them. I think it's very important that you are both a great fit. All right, tip number four is when you're chatting with your coach during that one-on-one meeting, make sure that they are a good listener. If they do all the talking and they don't give you any time to say anything about your business or your needs, then they're probably not going to be an effective coach. If all they do is tell you how good they are, then they're probably not that good, let's be honest. It always makes me laugh. If you do a search on Google for a business coach, you'll see several ads pop up, and quite often they'll all tell you that they are the number one. I don't think that is even possible for everyone to be number one, and every coach is different, and they have different sort of strengths and weaknesses, and some coaches are better for different businesses or different people. So make sure that they ask you plenty of questions and they take time to listen to what your needs are. And that way you know that you're going to get somebody that is a great coach, because great coaches are great listeners. Now, my fifth tip is a bit of one that's got a bit of conjecture around it, and that is to ask about their experience about building a business. Now, I will say that it's not always super important that they've been successful at building a huge business, because it's no different to a sports coach. Tiger Woods' coach probably can't play golf as well as Tiger Woods, but he's definitely a great coach because he's got Tiger Woods to win championships. So that is the way you need to approach it. However, I think when it comes to business coaching, you want a business coach that has got some business building experience of their own, and that they have a bit of business acumen as well, because then they'll understand the fundamentals to a successful business as they go through the coaching process. All right, tip number six, and this is something that you should be looking out for, is if you're meeting with your coach for that one-on-one pre-coaching sort of engagement meeting, they should be asking you questions that make you feel uncomfortable. Now, I know that's something that maybe feel a bit odd in a sales type meeting. What I want you to think about when you're meeting with this coach for the very first time is that they should be coaching you, not selling to you. If they're just telling you what it is you want to hear, then they're probably selling you. What you want them to be doing is asking you tough questions that make you squirm in your seat and feel uncomfortable, because then you know that that coaching relationship is going to be a genuine one where they're all about pushing you to get to that next level. Coaching is about pushing you or pulling you out of your comfort zone and getting you to strive for new heights. If they can't do that in that very first meeting, if they're uncomfortable making you uncomfortable, they're not going to be probably a great coach moving forward and be less likely to help you achieve your goals. Now, the seventh tip that I've got for you is to understand about what their boundaries are when it comes to communication. When you work with a business coach, it is likely that they will have another 10 to 20 clients that they're also working with in any given time period. And that means that their time for you is going to be limited. So typically what will happen is a business coach will allot you a scheduled time each week or each fortnight where you'll have a coaching session. But outside of that time, you will have questions, you will need help, and you'll need to understand what those boundaries are. So make sure you ask what it is that they have from a communication methodology. Do they, prefer SMS, email, phone calls? How do you work with them outside of your coaching session, and ask them what their availability is if you do have a question or you need some help? Because I really do feel that the coaching sessions are great for accountability, but where the real magic happens is when you're hitting roadblocks throughout your week and you just need a bit of a pep talk, a bit of support. Your coach needs to be there for you. Now, my eighth tip is one that's going to make some people feel uncomfortable because maybe you feel like you need your coach to be local, but I'm going to tell you that there is no need to find somebody in your back door. Have a look nationwide, wherever it is you are, or even worldwide. There's some amazing coaches out there, and you really don't need your coach to be visiting you, or you don't need to be visiting your coach. All your coaching can be done very effectively using online meeting tools. And in fact, sometimes it can be more efficient. If you are hiring a coach that is willing to drive across town every day to see you, then all they are showing you is that they are not as efficient as they could be, and they're maybe not valuing your time as well. Okay, I find that meetings that are done online are more efficient, they're quicker, they're more to the point, and they get results faster. So don't be afraid to look outside of your local area. Now, on that note, when I talk about looking outside of your local area, also look outside of industry-specific coaches. They can sort of have blinkers on and can be limiting in the way that they think about helping you grow your business. So look outside your industry, look outside your local area when looking for the ideal business coach. Now, my last couple of tips are what to avoid, and I want you to think about avoiding group coaching if you can. I'm not saying that it is a bad thing. If that is all you can afford, or if that is all that is available to you at this time, definitely jump into a group coaching program. But I find that whilst they are the lowest investment, typically, they're not always the best return on investment. And you're better off if you can just stretch yourself a little bit more, put yourself onto a program where you're getting one-on-one help and you're likely to get better results. I sort of, relate it to going to the gym. If you were going to go to the gym and get a personal trainer versus doing group classes, you'll get results in the group classes, but you'll definitely get better results having a one-on-one personal trainer that knows your goals, knows your strengths and weaknesses, and can coach you one-on-one and hold you accountable. So if you can go to the one-on-one, you're always going to be better off than doing group. Group is a great option. It's better than nothing. And if it's like a mastermind group, that's also a great addition as well to help you and guide you on your business growth journey. Now, my next thing to avoid is coaches that guarantee results or overstate what they may be able to do for you. I see coaches sometimes saying that they can 10x your business. I don't think that's safe for most businesses. Most businesses couldn't sustain a 10 times growth. And business growth is not all about sales. It's about profitability. It's about efficiency. It's about, making sure your business provides you with the lifestyle that you want. Okay. So you're going to see business coaches guaranteeing things like massive growth. They're going to be guaranteeing results. I would steer clear of those things because nothing can really truly be guaranteed except guaranteeing that they'll turn up and they'll do their best to hold you accountable to get to do the things that we both agreed you were going to do. Outside of that, it's very difficult for them to guarantee results. So steer clear of anybody who is guaranteeing results or guaranteeing some sort of massive growth in your business, because I don't think that's the right coach for anybody. Now, tip number 11 is definitely not what to avoid, but what to do, and that is to give it a go. Be willing to really jump in with 2 feet. As you go through on this search, it is likely you might choose the wrong coach in the beginning, and that is okay. Don't see that as a reason to stop looking for the ideal coach. You may have had a business coach in the past that didn't work, or you may have even heard from other people of business coaches that didn't work. Business coaching or coaching of any type is a two-way street, and it is up to you and your coach to work together in partnership to make it work. And it's also not going to be an overnight thing. Don't expect to see results in 3 months. Typically, a good coaching relationship will go on for many years, and you'll see a great return on investment from working one-on-one with your business coach. Now, I'll just finish up on saying this, is that if you were going to do something that like build a house or get root canal or, whatever it might be, if it wasn't something that you knew how to do, you'd probably get a professional to help you. You'd go to the dentist or you'd get a house builder. Yet I see so many people trying to build their business without the help of somebody who builds businesses every day of the year. Business coaches are involved in business building every single week. They're typically working with 10 to 20 clients. They know what works and know what doesn't typically, and they are there to help you take that shortcut to get business growth happening. So feel comfortable knowing that you're making an investment in working with somebody that has the experience to help you get there faster, and in turn should make it less painful, should make it less expensive, and help you get there faster with less mistakes. Alrighty, well, I've been Ben Futrell. You've been fabulous for tuning in. If you do want help choosing a business coach, or if you're considering getting a business coach, then I recommend you head across to our website, maximizeprofit.com.au. We've got heaps of information and tools there about choosing a business coach, along with our business coach buyer's guide. So head across to maximizeprofit.com.au to learn more.